On this episode of In the Box, I am completely starstruck and I regret it. But we're also going to go back to the 90s. So let's get going. The DeLorean's about to leave right now. And now, the soothing sounds of Captain Deep Funk. And we own. I cannot believe I just did that, but I hope that you enjoyed my 70s soundtrack skills, because there they are, right there. I'm glad you guys are with me today on episode number 14. I am in really great spirits today. I can't wait to dig into what I have coming up. And I'm so excited. I'm just so excited about it. So without further ado, we're just going to get right on to the show. Now, earlier in the week, I was rummaging through some things that I was debating whether or not I want to get rid of or not. And I stumbled upon something that brought me back, some time ago. And I still regret it to this day. You're probably thinking, all right, here we go. Here we go. He has regrets. He has regrets. We have something. We have a scoop. We have got something. Side of me you probably never thought you'd see, but there it is. Okay, so the thing is, I can't recall exactly what year it was, but it was the year, I'm going to give it away all by saying this. It was the year that Adam Oates was inducted into the Hall of Fame. And for some reason, that year completely escapes me. So, as you know, it's been a while. It's been a little while. At that time, I was roommates with someone that was going to, I think it was like a community college or something like that. And she informed me that she was in the same class as Adam Oates' sister. And I'm like, what? Nah, get out of here. Get out of here. And then she's like, no, seriously. She's like, apparently he's in town because he's going to the Hall of Fame. I'm like, yeah. So she's like, do you want me to see if he'll sign something for you? I'm like, what? Really? So she's like, well, go grab something. And she goes, and I'll see if his sister will, because she's going to see him, right? And I was like, oh, okay. So sure enough, I went and I grabbed 2 cards and I gave them to her. And yeah, without a hitch at all, I ended up getting them both back. So one of them is from Parkhurst. What year is this? 2006, 2007, I believe. Bad choice on my part because there was a lot of dark in it. A lot of dark. However, I did give her another card from Donruss Studio, which you can see clearly autographed. And it says right there, Tim, all the best, Adam Oates. Now, yes, it's an autograph and it's really awesome, and I really appreciate it. However, I didn't have the opportunity to meet him. I didn't meet him. So it's just like, yeah, he signed it and I love it and it has my name on it and all that stuff, but I never had a chance to meet him. And this is where the regret comes in, because not long after that, I think it was the following weekend, we had taken a trip to Niagara Falls. Okay. And I don't quite recall. I think it was the casino. That's what it was. So we're walking in the, in the hallways of the casino, where they have all the stores and the waterfall thingamajigger, the fountain kind of thing. And we're just walking around. Anyways, so my roommate at the time says, she's like, okay, well, I'm just going to run to the washroom. I'll be right back. So I'm like, okay. And so I sat there and I'm just watching people, whatever. And I see this gentleman kind of walking, the opposite direction of where I was looking this way. He was walking this way, right? So clear line of sight here. And I see him and I'm like, okay, I look at him again. And I'm like, how do I know that guy? How do I know that guy? And I was baffled for a second. I was just, how do I know him? So I'm thinking about it, and I'm like, wait a minute. And then I look at him again, and I pictured a helmet on his head. And I was like, oh my God, that's Adam Oates. That's Adam Oates. And I'm assuming he was with, his wife, because I assume it wasn't his daughter or anything. I don't know anything pertaining to his family by any means, but yeah, so he was with someone, with his wife, and I was like, and I froze. So at that moment, my roommate comes back. She goes, okay, we're good to go. We're good to go. I'm like, oh my God, you see who that is? And by that time, he had passed, right? Do you know what that is right there? And by this time, she's looking over, and all she can see is the backside, and she's like, no. I'm like, that's Adam Oates. And she's like, oh, what's her name's brother? Like so nonchalant. I'm like, duh. She's like, well, go say hi to him. Like, I'm sure he probably remembers that he signed a card recently saying to Tim, right? I'm like, no, I can't do that. I can't do that. I was just so nervous, right? So nervous. So I never did. But now I look back on it, and it's like, oh, dude, what are you doing? You should have. What's the worst that could have happened? He punched you in the face. And he'd be like, look at Adam Oates did. Look at Adam Oates. He did this. Right? As you can tell from my excitement, having a great day today. It's just a really good day today. The other time that I can remember that I was a little starstruck was at the Toronto Sports Card Expo. There we go. Again, I'm miserable with years. I don't recall what years, but I knew at this one in particular, Theoren Fleury was, I think, doing a signing. And Theoren Fleury was kind of like a big deal to me as growing up. Being that this is episode number 14, that was my hockey number because of Theoren Fleury. Right? And so I idolized them for the better part of my childhood. Of course, that's changed, but yeah, I had his book. I read his book and everything. I can't remember what it's called. Fire on Ice, I think it was called. It's the only one I read. But I was walking around at the expo again with the same roommate. And we're just walking down the aisles, whatever, this and that. And from a distance, I see Mr. Fleury. And he's walking this way. He has somebody with him, so he's talking, And I'm like, and I just stopped and I went, literally, I mean, that's not figurative, like, literally did that. I stopped and I went, like, this, he was iconic to me. So my roommate stops and is like, what's the problem? Like, and I'm pointing, and she's like, who is that? I'm like, that's him. And then he looked at me. He looked right at me. Dead straight at me. And he looked right at me and just kept walking. You would think, you look at somebody that's going like this, that you would think to maybe go, you okay? You all right? Something? Nope. He just kept walking. So when he walked past, I was like, oh my God. She goes, well, go say hi to him. I'm like, I can't say hi to him. Like, he's probably going to charge me to talk to him. She's like, no. Like, he's walking around amongst everybody. I'm like, no, I can't do it. So as you can tell from these two stories, those are my regrets right there. Very big regrets. So, yeah, I wish I would have done that. I wish I would have been brave enough to do that. But being so starstruck as I was, I couldn't do it. So, alas, they will remain memories for my remaining days. So, there we have it. 14 episode. 14 was my jersey number. And I'm in a fantastic mood. All of this just comes really, really good. Now, being that, I used to play hockey when I was younger, the 90s era, right? Well, I got a nice little bundle of joy here that I think is going to bring us back just a little bit. So we're going to attack this and check out what is in it. And this I think is my 90s era break. I think we're going to go back quite a bit on this. So let's check out what's in the box. So I decided that I should open it all up and get the stuff out to get things, kind of going. So you're not watching everything being opened up and wasting time. Got some more electrical tape. I'm just going to take this off here. That's one thing I should have done that I did not do. There we go. Now, I believe that this nifty little parcel comes from a gentleman by the name of Michael. And he specifically messaged me and asked me, would you be interested in these? And I was like, I was humming and hawing. And in the end, I thought, you know what? I'm like, dude, I'll do you a solid. I think it'd be fun. It'll be fun to open on the show. So I decided to snag it up. However, I do believe there might be some stuff in here that I am missing, of course, from my private collection. And we take a little break from Scott's parcel because we have still quite a bit from that. So we just step back just a little bit, take a look at something else. And I also know there is someone that is expecting. They're just waiting for their package to be opened on the show. So we're going to dip through this really quick. This is going to bring me back a lot. I think it's really going to bring back a lot of memories. And I'm kind of excited about this. So let's dip into this. This is basically our 90s episode. Oh man, there's going to be so many classic names in here. It's not even going to be funny. So we got Sakic. Look at that. Lemieux. Look at how young he looks. Oh my gosh. Another Sakic. Lemieux again. Lemieux. Like, these are just great. To me, these are classics. Classics. There's the O-Pee-Chee version. Of course, O-Pee-Chee and Topps were pretty much identical. Now, these ones here, I believe I do need. Were these from SPA? No, probably not. I'm probably confusing myself with something else. And we had the good old Painted Warriors subset from Leaf. Oh my gosh. Like, those that collected in the 90s, don't tell me this doesn't bring you back. Don't tell me that. Remember these? Oh my gosh. The holograms, they weren't the best. I'm trying to get it in the right light so you can see. Right? And then we had the Belfour, Dirk Graham, another Belfour again. Look at, oh my gosh, Bork. Some more, oh wow, several Bork. Gretzky. I'll flip that over around here. More Gretzky. Oh my gosh, look at that, Belfour. These are actually pretty nice. They're not scratched or anything crazy. Crazy that some of them I sometimes get, and then they're like scratched like crazy. These ones are actually pretty nice. Lemieux, my gosh, that's a good chunk of those. Good chunk of those. Oh my god, the very first attempt at making holograms from Upper Deck. Yeah, it doesn't matter what, it doesn't matter how I try to shine the light. The image is just so bad. It's so bad. But back in the day, we were probably like, that's freaking awesome. That is so awesome. That is so awesome. It's like, who is it? Like, you can't even see it. You can't even see it. Like, I think there was Gretzky. Like, that you can tell it's Gretzky. You can just tell. It was Gretzky. I think there was Messier, Yzerman. There's another Gretzky there. Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. So horrible, yet so memorable. Anyways. Okay, let's keep going. McDonald's holograms. McDonald's. Oh my god, the Eurostars. Oh, come on, guys. If you were in the 90s collecting, oh my gosh, these should bring you back. Like, I'm not going to get in depth with all these cards because I'd be here forever. Forever with stories, I'm sure. I don't know what kind of... Oh my god, look at it! Look at Sundin! Look at how young he is! Look at how young he is! He's just a baby face. Oh my gosh. This is insane. But I like this stuff. I love the 90s stuff. Oh my gosh, it's so great. Yes, I understand. Yes. Tim, why would you like it? It's so mass-produced. Yes, it is. But it's the classic era for me. Oh my god, the Parker Santa card. Oh, good gosh. Yeah, the reprint. Timmy Horton. These are the reprints from Parkhurst. Oh, Del Vecchio, Gordie Howe. Oh my gosh. The early Parkhurst. I remember pulling one of these cards out of a pack. Oh gosh, who the heck was it? I wish I could remember who it was. And I was like so lit up by it because I thought, oh my god, it was such a shiny card. It's like, oh my god, it's gotta be worth money. It's so shiny, right? But I never, as a kid, I never really got the inserts very often out of packs. So when I got that one, it was like, oh my god, like I just lost my marbles. But I can't recall who it was. I wish I could remember who it was. And it was just like unbelievable. Let's dip into the second one here. Let's see if I can get all this stuff out here. It's in there pretty good. There we are. I got two new cases now, I guess. Okay, what do we got here? What do we got? Oh, look at this. Look at this. Russian. What is that? Russian stars in NHL. What is this? Oh, I think I know what this is. These are so neat. Alexander Mogilny. Oh, yes. They're very thin. Very, very thin cards. Almost paper. Almost. But yeah, this is... I've seen these before. I'm not sure if I have this set, though. Sergei Makarov. Igor Kravchuk. Oh, my gosh. Kamensky. Larionov. Fedorov. Oh, my God. He's just a kid. These are so cool. These are so nice. I wish, though, they were printed on better cardstock, but that's pretty flippin' cool. He still has them in this packaging. That is so neat. Limited out of how many copies? Oh, that's that. I wouldn't say that's very limited, but I guess maybe back then they considered it limited. That is freaking cool. No wonder why why it was stuck in that box there. It's a little bit oversized here. All right, let's keep going. I keep the corner of my eye there. I keep seeing something flashing, and there's like people messaging me and whatever, and I get a glimpse of it. And it's like, oh, I saw your show. Hey, I'm watching the show. It's like, oh, okay. You'd think I was live or something, but that's pretty cool. It's always great to hear from people watching previous episodes. Loving it. Fedorov, look at that. Bure. I wish I could remember who it was I got out of these on that pack. But I can't remember. Oh, I wish I could. Look at that, eh? Look at that, Yager. And the hair. That's awesome. Yeah, there's Sundin, babyface Sundin. Yeah, it's not coming to me. I don't know who I got, but I loved that card. I took special care of that card, believe you me. Only to find out, not a big deal, But all kinds of great great names, Hall of Famers, everything. Like, this is crazy. Matt Sundin. Like, I can't believe how young he looks there, eh? Dominic Hasek. Oh, my God. The Dominator. Yeah. Samuelson, Larionov. Oh, some are flipped over here. Oh, got some new ones, apparently, there. Sandstrom, Kron, Bondra, Garpenlov. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Got some newer ones, some Dazzlers. Nylander, Hurdle, Connor. Look at that. I don't know that I was expecting these. Maybe I was. Crosby. Ooh. As I mentioned before, a lot of people don't tend to give up their Crosby stuff. So that's always nice to get that. Shining Stars, the blue. More Shining Stars. Got a ton of those already. A ton. Back to the 90s. Fedorov, Bure. Yep. Oh, yeah, that's going to bug me. You know what? I almost think it's Kravchuk. Just looking at this card now, I'm like, I think that's who it... I think that's the card I pulled. Yeah, I don't know. We're going to keep going here. I know I'm going a little quick. It's a lot of the same players over and over again. Jeremy Roenick, Performance Highlight. I think that was a subset. I think a very small subset. I think it was 10 cards or 8 cards or something like that. Niedermeyer, Freshman Phenoms. Oh, boy. Brian Leach Award winners. Oh, geez. Oh, I remember this. The CC1 91 entry draft from Pro Set. It was 22 cards. Or is it? Oh, no. Sorry. I thought this was a checklist for a second there. I wasn't really fully looking at it properly. Yeah, the 91 draft. The 91 draft. That was Lindros year, right? Yeah, Lindros. Falloon, Niedermeyer. Who else is on there? Forsberg. Oh, wow, so many great names. Glenn Murray was number 18. And Glenn Murray, I knew Glenn Murray because he played for the Sudbury Wolves. And that's... I lived... As a kid, I lived in a small town called Capriel in the 90s. So it was probably about, 40 minutes away from Sudbury, I guess. So that's how I knew Glenn Murray. So seeing Glenn Murray drafted was kind of like, oh my God, that's really cool, you know? I only knew him from the cards. We used to get these oversized cards. Like, they were huge. These huge cards from the PlayStation. From the police station. And they gave them away for free. So I'm sure I have Glenn Murray's Sudbury Wolf card somewhere. Okay. Good old Premier. I remember these when I was a kid. Oh my gosh. This was one of the other inserts that I got from a pack. After opening, I don't know how many. And I know exactly who I had. And this is what it was. Scott LaChance. Or LaChance. Whatever. And I remember getting this and I was like, oh, what? Like I said, I never got the inserts. I never got inserts when I bought packs. It was very, very rare. But this was the big guy. Because like, look at how cool that is. I remember showing it off there at school. Maybe not at school with my friends. They were like, look what I got. Look at, yeah, I got that. You know, it's like nobody's interested in cars. They're all like, yeah, so. But yeah, that was the big guy for me back then. Oh my God. Oh, geez. If I only knew back then what I know now, right? A gold leaf rookie. These were pretty neat. I think they should have put a background to these, I think. But alas, they didn't. But still a nice subset. Again, there's Solani. Oh my gosh, Solani. Kasparaitis, Sador. Soderstrom, Potvin. Oh my gosh. Classic era, my friends. Classic. I saw somebody on Facebook Marketplace trying to sell, I think it's this one. I could be wrong, but I think it's this one. Trying to sell this card because it's, what is it, SP1 or something? Yeah, SP1 for like $100. I'm like, what? Really? Do you even know who's on the card? That's kind of what I want to ask the guy, but I better not. Felix Potvin, Painted Warriors, another Potvin. These were cool. These were pretty neat. These were like these die cuts. So you had to basically find out which one went with what. So this is SS30B. So it went with SS30A. So as you can imagine, you know, they go together like that, right? So these were called, what are they called here? They're hard to see because they're in the foil. Superstar Showdown. So, yeah, so as you can imagine, they go like that. They go together. So those are pretty neat. And these are very difficult to find, at least in my experience, in good condition. Because die cuts, a lot of die cuts, hard to find in good condition. Because of their age and because they're die cut, right? But look at the classics. Look at the classics. Bork, Kachuk, Coffey, Palfy, Trevidovsky, Primo, Alfredson, Solani. Like, wow. Man, oh man. Look at this. And this is a class. Don't tell me it don't bring you back. I need to get Don Cherry on this show. Eric Lindros. Oh my God. I remember I freaked out when I got this card as a kid. I freaked out when I realized it was Sergei Fedorov. I freaked the frig out. I was like, no way, no way. I got his card before in the NHL. I was so excited. So excited. Lindros, another Lindros card here from Hockeycards. Who is that? Brian Berard, it looks like. Look at that. SP3, Falloon, Kovalev. Mark Recchi. I memorized this card because this card was often the card that Beckett put this card to when they put an example of the card for the sets they were pricing, and that card I think was used several times. So I've always remembered that. There's Yashin and Manny Legacy or Legacy. I don't know. Everybody says it different. I've heard it said so many different ways. Okay, what do we got here? These ones came in top loaders. We got Gretzky here. All-world team. Another Gretzky. From Leaf. I think that's Leaf All-Stars. So, of course, there's two guys on a card. Ooh, just hit that. We got Pavel Bure. All-rookie team. Another Pavel Linden. Team 2000. We listed a bunch of these not too long ago on the site. Oh, Granado. This is the artist proof. Yeah, this is the artist proof. You can see how it shines. And it shines and it's got that little stamp right there. Artist proof. That's pretty cool. All rookie team. Once again. Tony Amonte. And ending it off with Team Pinnacle. I believe this is the American version. So Wayne Gretzky. Or was it the Canadian? No, it had to be Canadian. Lindros and Gretzky on the other side. The difference is between American and Canadian with these cards in particular is where it says Team Pinnacle, that's kind of like a bluish, more of a green or I can't think of the actual color right now. And then the other variation or other version is like a pink. So that's how you can define which one, if it's United States or Canadian version. So, all right, we went through that, I would say pretty well, pretty quickly. And I have enough time to crack open a couple from the mailbox vault. Let's get into this one here. This one here is from a gentleman by the name of Jamie. And he has sent me a few packages some time ago, and I've been just holding on to them until we had some time to get them opened on the show. So hopefully, if he is watching, because he is much aware of the show, that he enjoys this, I guess. Wow, Jamie. You did a good job on the tape. It's nice. Really nice and tight on there. Those cards ain't going nowhere. Let me tell you that. Let me tell you that right now. Okay. Not very many. There's not very many in here, which is fine. Which is fine. Let's just check out and see what we got. Lindgren. From SPA, Sign of the Times. I need a lot of those. Oh my gosh. Oh. Signature Series. Missing a lot of those. Like, I don't even remember how big that set is, and there's like a whole subset of just autographs. Needing those for sure. Oh, another one. Check that out. Oh, it's the gold. Okay. There you go. Oh, wait, hold on. That's a Signature Series. Okay. Okay. Yeah. You can see it, eh? You can see it. You can tell. You can tell it's the gold. The gold variation. And is there one card or two cards here? I want to say one. It's in a team bag. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, I almost gave up on it, and I just thought, oh, I better rip it open like that. Okay, let's see. There's two autographs here. Who do we have? Well, there's one. There's one. It's quite the autograph for that gentleman. And from the same set, look at that. Look at that. Gotta love that. That's perfect. Those are going to help out. Like, I don't know how many are in that subset of autographs, but that is definitely going to help out. You know what? We got another one. Once again from Jamie. Want to say thank you very much for these cards. Give me the opportunity to help you clean out some of the stuff that you don't want anymore. Because I will take it. I should start showcasing. Okay? This is what I should start doing, guys. I should have a little show about showcasing the best tape wrappers of all time. Hall of Fame. Yeah, we can show everybody's tape skills. Because they'd be wild. Look at that. They'd be wild. But you know if you get something from those guys, then you know you're going to get something that comes undamaged. Undamaged. Okay, there we go. Jamie, what do we got? Ooh, it's a rookie. It is. Sorry, guys, I'm in a great mood. We got an Ice Premiers rookie. That is out of $4.99. Oh, boy. Zach Sanford, another Ice Premiers out of $999. Synergy. Oh, Synergy Blue. Blue rookie. I have a ton of red. But blue? Yeah, not so much. Here we go. Fabro. Red from Synergy. And who do we have here? Maxim Talbot. 2005 Upper Deck Rookie Threads. And last card. Oh, it's an auto. It's an auto from Artifacts. See, autographs and jersey cards, stuff I don't have a ton of. I'll tell you that right now. I don't have a ton of those. Over the years, yes, I can get some of the inserts and base cards, of course, no problem. But, I missed out on a lot of that stuff. So it's gradually building my collection to gain everything that I wasn't able to get before. Now, the funny part is that now I'm older, have money, and you'd think I'd have an easier time getting base cards. Nope. I've even put, posts in groups. Hey, you got base cards? You don't want them? You want to make some money? And crickets. But yet, if I contact somebody, it's like, oh, hey, I see you got a whole slew of, inserts and stuff, and, whatever, I'd be willing to buy that. And they're like, oh yeah, okay. Hey, do you want to buy some base cards? And then that's what they focus on. They primarily focus on just trying to sell me base cards. It's like, what? Where were you when I was actively seeking that out? You know? So, I don't know. It happens, right? Okay, I think this is the last package that I have from Jamie up to this point. Now, I do know that he is sending more in the near future. So we can expect more from Jamie. Really like the stuff that he has. Really liking it. So let's check out this last package here. We have got Defense Mechanism. I don't have a lot of those. Not a lot. At least I don't think. I mean, how many times have we seen these on the show? I don't think we have. I don't think. Marquee Rookies from Platinum. Of course, we've had a lot of these come through here. Just go through these real quick. Sam Steele. Because these have come up quite often. Oh, what do we got here? What do we got here? We got an autograph from Trilogy. It's a little older, but that's okay. Anything, as I always say, anything that helps fill gaps in my collection or stuff I'm missing, I'm game for it. Sturm, Rookie Materials. Young Guns, Bull League. And what do we got here? Another Young Guns. Okay, Will Butcher. I'm cool with that, John Gillies, Young Guns. Another, holy jeez. I didn't realize there was this many Young Guns. Holy moly. And another. And finishing it off with, what do we got here? Beside the little bit of tape. Lucas Raymond, Rookie Retrospective. Look at that. Very nice. I'm cool with that. I am down for that. That's for sure. All right. There we go. And we're going to grab something here from Mr. Cody from Can Loops. Just a small package here. And hold on, there's a note. Let me see here. Thank you for your recent purchase from Creasy. Okay. And it's just basically it's a handwritten note advertising his eBay and Instagram and all that jib jab. So got the package right here. Just not too much in here. Let's see what we got. Looks like we got 22-23. That's just a base card. That's okay. Base card. And here we go. Oh, I remember these. I won these? Okay. Yeah, I'm cool with that. This is from the 21-22 CHL. I would love to collect that set. I really would. So these he had as a bundle or as a lot. And I put a bid on it. And I actually won. It's a neat little die cut set. Don't know a ton of these guys. Usually the minor league guys I'm not too familiar with. Oh, there's a duplicate. We'll make it to the site. Do I have that guy too? Skowski? I have him? Yeah, right there. Oh, 2 duplicates. That's all right, though. That's all right. You know what? We're gonna dip in. We're gonna dip into one more. I got one here from Benoit. From I'm gonna take a guess. Quebec. Doesn't say that on here, but considering the city or the town is in French and everything else, yeah, I think it's a safe bet. Just making sure that's empty. And let's take a look at what we have in here. Okay, he's got some base cards. Covering it. Oh, you know what? And I'm missing a lot of these. Oh, that's too bad. I mean, it might be okay. as I said before, like, right, I'm missing a lot of base cards from like tons of sets. You'd think I'd be able to find some. I mean, normally I wouldn't pay for base cards because they're so common. People normally just a lot of people I know that I talk to or that I've seen comment are like, they throw them out or they just donate them or whatever, and it's kind of like, oh man, like, like I would take them off your hands. Of course, Scott, same gentleman that we're opening the parcel from, that we took a little break from. He's usually pretty cool where he's like, you know what? If I've got base cards that you can use for your collection, I'll just send them along with whatever, right? Like no charge, get them for free, and that's awesome. I like that he does that. This guy like, oh, hey, what are these? Oh, flip, I need these. Okay, hold on. This guy really did one heck of a job for this tape. Again, we need a segment. We should have a little show. Oh my god. Oh my gosh, like it's great, but it's taking things apart, not so fun after that. Okay. Masters of the adhesives. We should choose who's the best rapper, like Gian, for instance, right? Like Gian and the Masters of the Adhesives. Something, I don't know. I'm just being delirious now. Okay, anyways, what do we got? Oh, okay. Well, this is a very small lot. Looks like we just got 2 base cards here. Hannafin and Hellebuck from Metal Universe, and the insert is Barkov. So the Cheddar. All right. Wow. Okay. So this is where it gets a tad difficult, just a tad difficult, because, yeah, usually I pick a card of the episode, and it's usually something pretty snazzy. And being that a good portion of it was that 90s stuff. Wow. No. Damn, no, put the 90s stuff down, Tim. I can hear people saying that. No, don't pick a card of the episode from the 90s pile. What are you doing? What are you doing? Don't do it. Well, come on. You had to have known. I gotta go back to my childhood. Oh my gosh, I'm dropping this. My gosh. I had to go back to my childhood. Scott LaChance with our LaChance rookie American team. I know. It's nothing crazy. I mean, back in the day, this was crazy fancy, but today it's kind of like, yeah, me, But you know what? This brings me back. This episode, with all this 90s stuff really did bring me back. To a simpler time, and just a plethora of memories just enter my head, just by even looking at these cards. So I had to be this. It had to be that, and alas, it is the card of the episode. Now, personally, I probably should have named this episode the 90s Spectacular, or something like that. I think if I had named something like with retro or vintage in it, it reminds me of something from the 80s or even the 70s. So, however, I mean, it's been a while since the 90s, right? So, but I want to thank the gentleman that sent in, the stuff that they did. That 90s stuff totally brought me back to a much simpler time, huge part of my childhood. And to see a lot of those amazing players, some Hall of Famers, it just brings back so much, And in here, right? So, I'm so glad that you're with me today, because I love doing this, and I'm hoping that you're enjoying the video series as well. So, It's it. This is it. This is it. This is it. This is episode number 14. We're on to 15 next. You ready for it? Because I most certainly am. But until then, don't forget, collecting does not have to break the bank. So until next time, just keep building that collection, and we'll see ya. Take care.